bring about, more sales beyond the shop of Nigeria that will pay us, more money. We will get to beat this dollar that has become a monster on our places. If we spend the kind of money, if the managers of our political system can be honest to themselves in utilizing or managing our resources in such a manner or in a place, if we get things, if we get the right leaders in place, however, we'll get things, we'll get the economic system right. But if we are unable to get right leaders at all levels, we will continue to run out because that the political system cannot offer us. People cannot allow us to choose the way we want to move us or to govern us.
Prof.
You can't give what you don't have.
Prof, I understand your argument of good leadership, but don't you think that the pressure, the expectation is just too cumbersome when we all are looking at the federal government for policy direction, when we all are looking for development from the federal government? I mean, we have 36 state governments, we have 774 local governments. Should we not also be expecting some level of policy direction? And that's why we're looking at the political structure, and we think should we restructure? Because you've mentioned Russia, you've mentioned other countries, and you've said despite their different political structures, they have somehow thrived, they have somehow been able to prosper and develop. But could it be that in Nigeria we have done too much copying, that we have not been able to tailor our own structure to our needs, our challenges, our situation? And maybe that's why, yet again, we've had poor leadership. Maybe, for instance, will there be so much clamor to be president if we had a decentralized way of leadership? Will there be so much clamor to be president if it was a capitalist system of governance or a capitalist society? Would there have been so much desire to be president if we were looking at some other structure in the country?
Canada.
Yeah.
Listen again and again.
Yeah.
If we have the right leaders,
hello, are you there? Hello. Oh, we have a terrible connection there. Can you hear me, Professor Nweke? All right, terrible connection. I would have to reconnect there. But this is where you get to jump in on the conversation. Now let's get to hear your thoughts. 0817-923-0002 and 0817-923-0003. WhatsApp messages to the number 0809-030-6416. What kind of restructuring do you think Nigeria needs, and how best should we restructure? Because we've always quarreled and debated and argued and said, we need restructuring. We have poor leadership over the years, and that's why Nigeria has remained stagnated or even declined. However, if leadership is the problem, if we know the problem, why are we not solving it? What kind of structure then do you think will suit or will be peculiar to the situation or the issues that bedevil the country Nigeria? I will reconnect with my guests, but I'd like to take one or two calls and let's talk for development. 0817-923-0002 and 0817-923-0003. All right, let's start with Victor, who's calling from Port Harcourt. Victor, greetings to you. Welcome on the show. Hello, Victor. Hello? Can you hear me? Yeah, welcome, Victor.
Good evening.
Greetings. Welcome. What is on your mind, please?
Thank you. There is a question you asked the Prof. Why is it that Nigerians cannot go forward without the presidency, without the local government, the state government cannot do anything? Both the state government and the local government, they are under the federal government. An enabling environment is needed for this other sub-government to survive, everybody needs enabling environment. And it's only the federal government that can give enabling environment. The problem we are having in our political arena is that few people go to elect the leaders. We were supposed to allow the more populace to elect the leaders. You nominate few people to go to Abuja and elect the leader they like, and at a point when we get to know that this is the person that is mandatory for the masses to vote, you have no alternative than to follow up. In the country, we need the constitution is good, the federalism is good, and on the other side, since we are so myopic in our view, we can run a two-party system. You are borrowing money to give to people because they are poor. How are you going to pay that money? And this is the federal policy. They are borrowing money to give to people to feed. We buy palliative for people.
All right.
From money we borrow. How are we going to feed? The federal government has been so lazy, it has nothing doing. They just sit and be collecting the dues, the tax that has come from oil production. In those days, we have Nigerian Airways, functional. We have national and many other things like that. But this time, everybody sits at Abuja and is waiting for what the oil companies will bring. How will we get something forward?
All right, Victor. Victor,
nothing.
Victor,
done nothing as a new thing. There's no change.
Okay, I'll have to let you go at this point
So,
because I have got Obed and Hector. Thank you very much, Victor. Obed, welcome.
Good evening.
Yeah, please keep it brief. Welcome on the show. Let's get to hear you, please.
Kalada, I think we waste most of our time in propounding economic theory that has no basis.
Okay.
Look, people talk about restructure. Can we be able to make good use of the current structure that we have right now? Can we? Why is state government not doing what they're supposed to do? There is now at least some items have been transferred from exclusively to concurrent list. So why is state holding hands? Look, we talk so much. The problem of this country is we produce nothing. Virtually nothing, I can tell you. If this country is a producing nation, we wouldn't have having the economic crisis we are having today. Because you can't tell me that if we produce a certain product, people will go and shop for dollars to go and import products. Look at our refinery. Why is Nigerian refinery not working? Why do we import petrol? So this will not put like that by pipe and stop all this propelling economic theory.
All right.
The problem Nigeria has is the few tiny elites are trying to corner the wealth of many people. That is the problem we have.
All
and
right.
it is to do the right thing.
All right.
That is the problem we have. We shouldn't be talking every time and want to shut our head off.
All right, Obed, thank you very much.
That country
All
can
right.
be able to do.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
That's the problem we have.
All right.
The tiny elites are cornering the wealth of many people.
Okay.
And decided not to do the right thing.
All right,
That's what
Obed.
happened in this country.
Obed, thank you very much. The tiny elites you've said, but let's move on. Hector, are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
All right, quickly then. Let's hear you. Hector from Ogbogoro. Let's hear your thoughts quickly, please.
The problem is, sorry.
Oh, your network is terrible. I can't hear you.
Sorry.
Hector,
The problem is the structuring of if Nigeria.
Oh, Hector, I'm really sorry. I've got to let you go. The network there is really terrible, and I can't make out what you're saying. I mean, you've had to wait so long. But welcome back, Professor Nweke. Welcome back, and let's get your thoughts. You were saying something before the network cut you off.
So I'm saying that it's not about the federal government, okay, leading of the federal government. We are talking about government at all levels. Yeah. So you find that Canada, as we speak, activities of government are at the lowest ebb as we talk at all levels of government.
All right.
In fact, when you are other people talking about talk about is at the federal. Maybe activities are going on. Check out no state that ought to be vibrant. Government activities are almost there.
And that's why I was asking. That's why I was asking, Prof. Should we put more responsibilities on the state governors, or even better, on the?
No. The structure that we have today, the system that we have today, it's okay to buy a kind of, economy that will give you and I the basic necessities of life. It is not to give more. The what the states have that they can control, they can do within their affairs, are enough for them to drive the type of development that each of their people need, to move forward. For instance, every state has internally generated revenue. Does anybody stop you from establishing any industry that can earn you more money? Is anybody stopping you?
No.
As a state? Is anybody stopping you from engaging in, some activities that will be able to contribute to production? The answer is no. So here, our problem, is that if one sort of addiction to somebody, let's listen to what somebody has just said. Our political elite, the only productive, the only thing that is active in terms of production in Nigeria is politics. There's nobody else. In fact, people don't have any other work to do. They belong to political parties that are in power. And then the only thing that they will do is just to sit back and follow over political leaders. And then these political leaders, trade with this currency that are struggling, to have, trade with them. And then when they give them into $100 and $200, they sell it. And they begin to para. At the end of the day, they have nothing to offer. And so they are not really engaged. They have nothing to fall back on. And so when you have a system that encourages, only political, productive activities.
Yeah.
That, you have people who are allowing nothing for political partners to come home or during elections to give them some political patronage. How do you think that such a system, can have a competing, currency with the dollar that we are also?
Okay, so in your solution now, because we're out of time, your solution.
Solution was going back to the drawing board, but unfortunately we have missed it. In 2028, when Nigerians felt that it was a time to elect their own leaders, right leaders. It was an opportunity for them to express themselves through the scientific and the transparency of the ballot box. Today, what do we have? We are going back on the mic. That I don't look for solution. The solution of course we have used it in 2023, and I don't think that even in 2027 or 2031 or even 2035, so 2039, that was even get it now.
All right then.
We've lost it.
All right
because
then.
we lost in 2023. That big loss in 2023 will stay lost even in the next 6 years.
All right then. Thank you very much, Prof. I've got to go. There's a commercial break, but thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
All right then.